Hey everybody, how's it going? I wanted to show where we can find some of the characters we've encountered during the quest at the resort. Now, some of the characters do move around, and there are a couple that actually are involved in the quest, so I probably won't place them on the map like some of the other ones. For example, Aoife and Auroron. They have a world quest that is in multiple parts, so they do move around. I think there was an interaction that I did have, but I guess I couldn't find it. But I do have the other two, and I believe the final spot that they're at is near the stage on Tete Island. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first two I have right here are Malwika and Venti. We do encounter them later on, but with this interaction, it's still in the quest. We could find Malwika at the bar, and we can find Venti talking to Bennett on a beach.
Up for a drink? A little over the top, huh? But hey, telling you in advance would have ruined the surprise. Judging from the photos, it looks like everyone's really excited about this vacation. Up for a drink? It might be quite a short vacation for me, but still, I'd like to take this chance to unwind. So, what's the most challenging attraction at the resort? Any recommendations? Up for a drink? Oh, onto the weather now, are we? There's been a cool, pleasant breeze blowing through the resort lately. Quite uncommon around these parts, I'd say. It would be great if this particular breeze could stick around in Natlan for a few more days. Up for a drink? Thanks. I hope you and all your friends have a great time too.
Professor, I think I get it now.
Get what?
Your poem. The eternal light falling from the heavens. That wasn't meant to be starlight at all, was it?
Shh. Just feel it in your heart. A poem isn't so much a question with an answer as a passing gust of wind. As long as you feel it, it'll always be with you.
I see. Well, I really appreciate everything you've done for me, Professor.
Keep the poems coming, Bennett. I look forward to hearing even more of your work in the future.
Okay, so now that we've completed the quest, we can now go find the characters. So, first up is Mualani. We can actually find her northwest of the Easy Breeze Market.
Just in time. Can you take a picture of me? Thanks. How about this pose? Let me see. Wow, it turned out great! You got the angle and composition just right. Thanks a bunch. I think I'll put it right next to my bed. Oh, or hang it on the wall. Maybe I'll add some pink and blue paper as a backdrop and a few seashells for the frame. It's gonna be awesome! Oh, and one more thing. Thanks for making this a summer I'll never forget, Traveler. It's been amazing!
Next up is Eonson, which can be found to the east of the Easy Breeze Market.
Oh, this place is incredible! Perfect for a bit of cardio, huh? Around about my third lap, a few Ashas started trailing me out of curiosity. But by the 10th, they all had collapsed by the roadside. I'm letting them rest. For now, at least. Let's hope we see some progress tomorrow.
Next up is Kanish and Hal. They can be found southwest of the giant Kaholosaur.
This challenge looks like it'd suit you right to the ground, Kanich. Wanna try it together?
I know full well that you're planning to kick me in the back the moment I jump. I bet you're also thinking about pulling out a plank or two, so I end up plummeting to my early demise? You already tried that over at the Scions of the Canopy, remember? You should know better than to think I'd fall for that one twice.
Curse you and your stupid vigilance! Who else acts like that on vacation? Absolutely insufferable.
The next two are Chaska and Veressa. Both of them can be found over here. They are both within eye shot, so they'll be, if you see one, you'll be able to see the other.
Up for another challenge? Sure, let's go with that. I was thinking of giving something like this to my mom, but knowing her, she'd probably just raise her wings and give me a tongue lashing for not visiting her more often instead. So, I think I'll just hold on to this as a memento for myself.
Ooh, poem night. Sounds like there's gonna be tons of delicious food. Guess that means it's my time to shine.
Now, over on Tete Island, we can actually find a good portion of the characters that we have encountered so far. So, first up is Sheloden, and she can be found right here.
I don't often get to take time off, so I think I'll start by finding a nice spot for a nap. Hold on, something about the dance-off stage looks off. Could it be the bearings? No, wait, it must be the stand. Guess I'll have to go check it out. Ugh, how many times have I told them to actually read the manual when they're operating this thing? But apparently, nobody listens to me. Yay.
And being pretty close by, we find Kashina, and she can be found right here.
This place is buzzing. It's just a shame Io couldn't make it. Poor guy got a stomachache yesterday. I wanted to go trampolining together.
As we head back to the bar, we can see Mawika and Venti, and they are found right here.
So, how about it? Now that you're all done, we can finally have a proper drink together, huh?
You make it sound like I was holding out on you. But if you and I had a real drinking bout, I don't think these poor little aphids could handle it. They'd have to flit to and fro, making me till their wings gave way.
Spoken like a true bard. That impromptu toast you gave just now was spot on, too. For happiness and freedom. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's exactly what we all need right now. You must have been to your fair share of banquets in Mondstadt, huh?
Of course! They don't call it the City of Wine and Song for nothing. Besides, without being able to come up with a decent toast, how else might a humble bard earn themselves a regular supply of free dandelion wine?
Well, when you're free, you're always welcome at our tribal banquets. They'll be fighting over who gets to host you, I guarantee it. Just so you know, they can get pretty rowdy. Banging, stomping, belting out off-key drinking songs, stuff like that. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Of course not. That sounds like great fun. If only our two nations could throw a joint banquet someday.
Oh, great idea. I'll make sure to load up a few extra barrels of aphid mead for the occasion. As it happens, the Collective of Plenty recently launched a new drink called a Canepa Kano. I'll make sure to bring some for you and your friends to try out too.
And now we finally have Bennett. He can be found at the place that we stayed for a little while.
Thanks for coming on this adventure with me, traveler. Sunny islands, crackling bonfires, exciting attractions, carefree parties. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was all a dream. But knowing it was all real, I'm starting to feel emotional again. This must be true happiness, huh? Not only did I finally meet the people dearest to me, but together with my closest friends, I spent a summer I wish could have lasted forever. I really am the luckiest person in the world. Thanks for coming on this adventure with me, traveler. I picked out gifts for my dads and everyone back in Mondstadt. I was convinced my bag would be big enough, but I ended up having to buy another one just to squeeze everything in. I also picked up a bottle of concentrated honeydew. When I get back, I'm planning to ask Diona to create a dandelion-flavored drink for Professor Venti with it. Wait a sec, Diona. Oh no, what about Draft? How could I have forgotten Draft? Guess I'll be making another trip to the market then. Thanks for coming on this adventure with me, traveler. Safe travels to you too. I'll be looking forward to the day we bump into each other again on another adventure.
Now for the elusive pair, Aoife and Auroron. We do initially find them in a world quest, and it does have a couple of parts. So they do move around a couple of times. I believe it was the second part that they end up here at the Easy Breeze Market. And then later on, after we're done with the quest, we can actually find them on Tete Island, near the stage.
Well, are you happy, buddy? Did you have fun?
Oh, wow, bro!
I think that's a yes. Happy birthday, bro. Oh, and that reminds me. Why didn't you tell me about the plan, bro? Seriously, bro. Bros don't hide things from other bros, bro.
To be honest, I wanted to see if you remembered the anniversary.
Shh. You've changed, Aoife. How am I supposed to trust you when you betray a bro like that? Well, joke's on you because I did remember. I saved some fresh honey for Kakuku. I know the price of forgetting the anniversary, and I wasn't about to get pecked in the head for a whole year.
Wouldn't do that, bro! You're the best!
Hey, dude, you told Granny about the opening ceremony, right?
Of course, but all she said was, playtime's for children. And after she said that, I didn't have the courage to tell her even the Pyro Archon agreed to come.
Well, guess we could still bring her back a gift. Maybe an Asha headband. Not sure if that's her vibe.
Snacks might be a safer choice. Granny always needs something to nibble on while she's reading. Or drinking.
We'd better get Kakuku's opinion on this. Speaking of, where even is that dude? Still hanging out with the Asha?
Don't worry, bro. Kakuku can take care of himself.
Do you even hear yourself, bro? I'm more worried those Asha are gonna be all broified once he's done with them.
There was another character that we encountered during the quest here at the resort, Setlali. Now, we do end up finding a world quest that involves her at one point, so I'll just put that in a separate video. So instead of that, I am going to put Inefa here. She has her own interactions that we find during and at the end of her own quest, A Journey Home. And she can be found near Catherine in the Natlan City and the southern point of the volcano near the domain entrance. And as a bonus interaction, since I do have the character, I am also going to include the interaction of her inside the teapot.
The great volcano of Tolan. I have heard this is the manner in which the people of today refer to the sacred city. Is that where the mirror of the dawning morn yearned to go? The place She hoped she might belong? No one is waiting for her return. Not even there.
Big and juicy grain fruits. Why don't you try one, ma'am? Oh, wait. Do robots eat grain fruit?
Analyzing. Grain fruit can be added to a krumkake recipe to significantly boost dietary fiber. 1 grain fruit, please. If Aino consumes only smetana and laka berries, this does not constitute a balanced diet. Assessing immediate environment. Residential area. Vast. Cleanliness. Excellent. No other cleaner bots detected. Query. How could such a large area be kept so tidy? Hypothesis. Occupant maintains exceptional housekeeping habits. I like it very much. It's spacious, unobstructed, and visibility is good. In other words, even at full speed, the risk of stumbling is negligible. Also, the weather is very fine indeed. Perfect for a picnic. If there's nothing else that needs doing, may I use your kitchen and cookware to make a batch of krumkake and cookies? It's fine. Resting will not improve my energy recharge rate. Moreover, engaging in appropriate social intercourse will boost the efficiency of future collaborations, while remaining idle confers no such benefit. In human terms, this can be described as building rapport. So, is there anything you would like me to cook for you? I will draw up the most efficient plan possible. I feel obligated to point out that without a clearly defined objective, my efficiency will suffer by around 15%. Ah, understood. I have made note of your requirements. In the future, when I engage in rapport-building activities, I will refrain from making efficiency-related suggestions. For now, I will review what we have in stock and cook. Whatever I feel like.
And there you have it. That was all the characters that I could find. Now, if there was any other interaction that I had missed, I'll keep an eye out if they're still available. If not, I'm sure someone else had probably uploaded. So with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Later.